Today we're going to talk about Dogfish Head's My Antonia, which as you can see is in a big bottle, 1.9 fluid ounces. So it's a rather large bottle of beer. It's actually, my son brought it to me. He brought that and he brought the Dogfish Palo Alto Maran that we had the other day. So there are only one thing that the amazing beer man likes better than beer, and that's free beer. So here we go. We have some free beer today. We're going to try it. Dogfish Head, again, is a very ale-centric brewery down in Delaware. They really do a lot of ales and a lot of IPAs, double IPAs, triple IPAs, 90-minute IPAs. That's what they're really known for, is their IPAs. This is a pilsner. As we know from earlier reviews, pilsners tend to be clear. They tend to be crisp. And they are cold fermented and bottom fermented, so they're a little bit different. So it is a lager. This beer is one of their bottle conditioned beers, so it actually finishes aging in the bottle. It's brewed with Noble and West Coast hops, and it is continuously hopped, which is exactly what it sounds like. The hops are added continuously. Usually hops are added 2 or 3 times during the brewing process. But this one particular style here is continuously hopped, which should make it a little bit more sharp, a little bit more bitter than a regular lager would be. So it's going to be a little bit stronger, I think, than a regular Pilsner. Now let's just take a minute and talk about Imperial. It used to be Russian Imperial Stouts was the only thing that was named Imperial. And Imperial kind of indicates that it was a stronger alcohol beer. It was a little heavier beer, and then of course of alcohol. It's been used a little arbitrarily by some American breweries now, but in general it's going to mean it's a little bit stronger than the average style. So this should be a stronger Pilsner, or maybe even a more hearty Pilsner. Let's crack the top and see what we've got here. Well, we've got a lot of carbonation on this. Get a little bit more head in there. Sometimes bottle conditioned beers will have a little bit of sediment in them, and they might not be the clearest beer in the world, not as clear as you'd expect. You can smell the hops. I'm thinking I might even be getting a whiff of the alcohol. I'm not sure what the ABV is on this. It doesn't say anywhere. I don't really smell any malt. It's probably a dark yellow, a little darker than a lot of lagers. It's not I wouldn't call it an amber, but a little bit darker yellow, maybe a little more gold, as opposed to just the pale yellow that we would expect in a Pilsner or a lager. Again, quite the head on it. Big, thick head, a lot of carbonation. It's holding up well. Not really picking up hints of anything else other than a little bit of the hops. Let's give it a try. Yeah, the first taste you're going to get is a nice rush of hops. It's very close to an IPA. You're getting a real strong bitter. I get the hop flavor up front, and I'm actually getting a strong hop bitter aftertaste. In the middle, though, you get that shot of hop, then you get a little bit of nice mellow malt in the middle, and then again you get that hop aftertaste. This is a very interesting beer. It's not what you would think of as a Pilsner. It's not the classic Pilsner or a classic lager. It's much closer to an IPA. If you were going to drink this beer, this My Antonia, I would really consider it closer to an IPA than I would a lager. If you saw it out in a package store somewhere, I would definitely consider it an IPA. If you like IPAs, it's a good beer. It's got a lot of hop, a lot of bitter flavor to it. I'm going to have to say it's not my favorite beer. I want my pilsner to be a little bit lighter than this. Yep. Hops, malt, hops. And very bitter at the end. And maybe a little too bitter at the end. I would probably only give this one cap. After a glass of this, I would definitely switch to another beer. This is the Amazing Beer Drinking Man. Till next time.